Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this fine evening of fun and frivolity. We are joined again by the wonderful, the beautiful, the inimitable, the fine physical specimen of Jude Whitburn. Hello, Jude, my lovely.
Hi.
What an introduction. Jude is going to be delivering our Pilates session, our Flow Pilates session this evening. So following on from the yoga session that we had a couple of weeks ago, which I thought was brilliant. But yeah, Flow Pilates is the order of the day for today. So I will hand over to her very shortly. Jude said that she had a couple of comments last time that she went a bit fast last time in the yoga, so she's going to go a bit slower today. But if anyone has got any questions, or you don't understand anything, or you'd like her to repeat something, then stick it in the chat window or press the space bar and unmute yourselves and go, Jude, help. But yeah, so she'll be happy to do that for you guys. Otherwise, have fun, stay safe, keep it real, as there's a gymnast that we all know that says those kinds of things. Enjoy. Jude, take it away, my lovely. The floor is all yours.
Oh, I'm gonna plug in. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Hi everyone. Oh, hopefully if I didn't sit on the mic. All right, let's get started. We're gonna start standing today. I think I'm in shot. Yes. Cool. Check now. So I want to just focus on just bringing awareness to the soles of the feet to start with. Just move you closer together. And then rooting down through all four corners of the feet. So make sure you're not kind of rolling in or rolling out the feet. So drawing up on the inner arches. As you do that, you think of the engagement to the inner thighs coming all the way up and then lengthening up through the crown of the head. Bringing some awareness to your tailbone as well, so make sure you're not kind of sticking your bum up. Think of lengthening down and then drawing the lower belly in towards the spine as well. And then relaxing the shoulders, so drawing the shoulders down the back slightly and then the arms just hang down by your side. We'll take a bend of the knees and reach the arms up towards the sky and really think of stretching right through to the fingertips. And then exhale as you soften, come all the way back down. So do that a few times, circling the arms high. And then again, releasing back down. Really think of stretching through to the fingertips, reach the fingers high, exhale as you soften, a couple more times, reaching up. Beautiful. And one more time, taking the arms nice and high, and we'll drop the left arm down by the side. Really reach up to the right side of your waist, and then take lean over towards the left. Push the hips slightly out to the right and then roll the right rib cage open. And then come back up to the top, both arms to the sky, drop the right hand down. Lean over to the right side. Push the hips a little bit out towards the left. Nice, back up to the top, breathe in one more time each side, drop the left hand down. Lean over towards the left. Open up across the chest so you're not kind of folding in to keep this space open. And back up to the top, breathe in. Drop the right hand down, lean over to the right. Nice. Good. One more time, reach the arms up, breathe in, and then exhale, just release the hands down by the side. Circle the wrists a few times. And then take a step to the back of your mat. So I'm just going to turn sideways so you can see. We're going to bring our chin to a chest, start to roll down through the spine. As you do, think of going through each little bone. Keep the knees soft, and then when you get to the bottom, just hang heavy at the bottom of your roll. Keep the knees soft, let the weight just pour forwards into the toe. And then bend your knees, send the heels down and roll up through the spine, so unraveling through each vertebra as you roll all the way up to the top. Stacking the spine, crown of the head lifts up, breathe in at the top. Nice. And do a few more times, rolling chin to chest, roll down through the spine, draw the belly in as you come forward. Hanging nice and heavy, maybe just let the arms kind of swing a little bit to release any tension in the shoulders. Bend the knees, roll up through the spine. Really, really slow. Make sure the feet are still parallel, come all the way up to the top. Shoulders draw down the back, lengthen the crown of the head up. One more time, chin to chest, rolling down, nice and slow. And if you notice there's any part of the body that feels maybe a little bit tight and you need to kind of linger there for a bit longer, then please do. Just hanging over the legs, keep the knees soft, shift forwards a little bit into the toes. Nice. Bend the knees, start to walk out, come into a plank pose. So if it gets too strong in your plank, just bring your knees down to the mat. Make sure the shoulders are directly over the wrists. And then think of rolling the inner arm bones a little bit towards each other. Pull up your thighs, squeeze the glutes. And then soften your knees, walk back all the way to your forward fold. And roll up through the spine, come all the way up to the top. One more time like that, drop chin to chest, rolling down, belly to spine. Soften the knees, walk out, find your plank pose. And then from here, again, bring the knees down if you need to. We're just going to rock forwards and back. So you shift the weight forward so the shoulders go past your wrist, and then send the heels back. So just forwards and back, and try not to let anything change in the body. So you're just like one long plank. Shifting forwards, shifting back. A few more times. Remember, bring the knees down at any point if that feels nicer. We'll go for another 3, another 2, and 1. Soften the knees, walk back. Roll up through the spine all the way to the top. Good, this time take the arms up as you breathe in, and then exhale, drop the arms. One more time, rolling down. This time, walk out into your plank again. And now from here, we're just going to soften the knees so they come down towards the floor. Just lightly tap the floor, nothing shifts in your shoulders, and then straighten the legs again into your plank. So just the knees bend down. Nice, tap the floor and straighten the heels back. So keep the bum where it is, try not to let the bum lift up. Extend away, stay really strong in the upper body. Nice, couple more times. Keep drawing lower belly in towards the spine to stay super strong in the core. We're going for another 3 of these. Rest if you need to. Another 2. Final one. Beautiful, and then lower the knees down onto the mat and just have a bit of a wiggle around. Nice. Good. Sorry if you heard that. Someone dropped something very heavy above me. All right, so 4-point kneeling. Shoulders are directly over the wrist. Have the hips directly over the knee. And then we'll do a few cat-cows. So think of the chest bone drawing forward. Dip through the back and lift the tailbone up towards the sky. Just bring your gaze forward so you don't need to look up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, draw the belly in and round through the spine. Push the floor away and draw belly button towards the spine. Inhale, roll through, lengthen the chest forward, lift the tailbone. Exhale as you round. A few more like this, rolling through. Really trying to mobilize through the spine. And then as you exhale, think of really contracting the belly in as you draw the belly towards the spine. A couple more times. Nice. Good. Back to the center. And making sure the spine is neutral. So lengthen through the tailbone and then through the crown of the head. And then think of engaging around the pecs as well, so you're not kind of sinking into the shoulders. We're going to just, first of all, extend the right leg away from you. And push the ball of the foot towards the back of your mat, back of the room. And make sure that right hip hasn't lifted. Keep it stable, take the left arm forwards. And really stretch from left fingertips all the way through to the right toe. And then place the right knee back onto the mat. And then same on the other side, extend the left leg away, take the right arm forward. Beautiful, lower back down. Keep swapping and changing as you extend. And really think about this extension through the posterior chain, so through the back of the body. And you're not collapsing into the lower back. Good. If you want to make it harder, you can tuck the toes and just hover the knees off the floor and do exactly the same. Coming back to the center, but the knees don't touch the floor. I'm going to do that and can't talk and do that at the same time. Good. If you're hovering, make sure they're about an inch off of the mat. No, to be a little bit wobbly. Good. Nice, and then everyone bring their hands back onto the floor. If you haven't already, tuck the toes under, just hover the knees a couple of inches or hold it here. Start to round the upper back a little bit and then lower the knees to there about a centimetre off the mat. Pull the lower belly in towards the spine. Holding here, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Soften the knees down, release the toes, and have a bit of a wiggle. Nice. Good, so we're going to work a bit deeper into the core, so let the hips sink to one side, swing the legs all the way around in front of you, so you're coming sitting on your back. So bring your feet so they're flat to the floor. They're going to be about hip width apart, maybe a little bit wider. And you want to keep the soles of the feet connected to the floor the whole time, so all 4 corners of the feet are grounded. So try and avoid kind of letting them lift off the floor. And then to start with, just lengthen through the crown of the head. So let the sit bones just soften nice and heavy into the floor. Take the arms forwards and then take a deep breath in as you open the arms wide. As you exhale, start to contract back and imagine you're hugging like a big beach ball. Keep the chin lifted so you don't need to drop your chin towards the chest. And then roll a little bit back so you're kind of just off of your sit bones. Stay here, take a breath in, open the arms. And then as you exhale, instead of going back, just pull the belly in towards the spine even more. Good. Hold it here. Inhale, open. Exhale, draw the belly in. Inhale, open. Exhale, pull the belly in even more. Keep the chest soft. And again, inhale, open. Exhale, pull in. One more time, opening up. Exhale, scoop out the belly, hold it here, and then just roll a little bit over towards the left side. Keep the right shoulder relaxing down, and then draw the belly in towards the spine even more. Nice. And we'll come back through the center over towards the right side. Good, just check the knees haven't started to drop in. Keep them hip width apart, over towards the left side. Over towards the right side. Nice, and then we'll go for a little row, so swapping and changing side to side. You're in a little boat. Over to the left, over to the right, and scooping out the belly the whole time. Don't let that belly start to go. Keep going for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, and come all the way up to the top. Stretch out the legs, reach the arms up towards the sky, and give the legs a little shake. Good. So we're going to do similar, but now with the legs extended. Each time we go back. So reach the hands forward. Again, feel this extension through the crown to start with, and it's sort of kind of creating space in the abdomen then. So breathe in, open up the arms. As you exhale, roll back. Hold it here, keep the shoulders down, and it's that scooping sensation again. So you don't want the belly to be popping out. You want to work deeper into the intrinsic core. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale, go back a little bit further. Keep the legs attached to the floor. Inhale, open. Exhale, this time the lower back connects. Hold it here so the shoulder blades stay off of your mat. Keep the legs connected. Hold here. 3, 2, all the way up to the top. Breathe in. Open the arms. Exhale. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl back. Hold here. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl back. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Keep space between chin and chest. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl back. Lower back connects to the floor. Make sure the feet haven't started to lift off, so keep them down. Keep them connected. Stay with the breath. Inhale all the way up to the top. Open the arms. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl back. Hold it here, shoulders down. Inhale, open. Exhale, roll back. Good. Inhale, open. Exhale, lower back connects to the floor. Pull lower belly in towards the spine. Relax your chest bone, relax your shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, all the way up, one more time. Open the arm. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl back. Keep checking the belly hasn't started to dome. Pull it in, scoop it out. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl. Inhale, open. Exhale, lower back connects to the floor. Hold here. You can either stay or do tiny pulses. So like a little lift up and a little lift down. Let's think of like a little jellyfish coming up and coming down. Super small. Holding for another 10. Lift 9. Nice, everyone. 8, 7, 6. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way down onto the mat. Nice work. Good. To bring the soles of the feet flat to the floor, let the knees point out towards the sky, and then just bring some awareness to your tailbone and to your pelvis. So you want the tailbone to be lengthening down towards the heels, and then the pelvis is nice and heavy into the floor. We're interlace our fingers behind our heads, and then keep that space between your chin and chest again. So you can imagine you've got a little peach underneath your chin. Elbows stay nice and wide. Take a breath in. As you exhale, curl up. As you do that, think of the rib cage drawing down towards the hips and keep that belly pulling in towards the spine. Hold it here, lift up a little bit higher. And then exhale, release back down. And again, curling up. Draw the belly in, come up a little bit higher. Elbows stay wide, so you're not closing off your eyes, your ears even. Exhale, release down. And again, curling up. Come up a little bit higher. And release back down. A few more times, some really simple crunches so that we kind of move through the layers of muscle and work nice and deep into the core muscles. So good for building strength. Good for posture, good for your back. And release. A couple more times, curling up. Come up a little bit higher if you can. Good, and release. So now curling up, we're going to roll over towards the left side. Take the right elbow towards the outer edge of the left knee, and then come back to center. And again, curl up over towards the right side. Back to the center. Over towards the left. So just kind of moving in your own time, but making sure that it stays really smooth. So you think of the rib cage just softening down. So right rib cage softens over towards the left hip and then back down. One more time. Use the breath. Exhale to curl up. Inhale as you draw back down. Good. We'll go for another 2. And another 1. Beautiful. Coming back up, so head and shoulders stay lifted. You're going to reach your hands down towards the front and then start to just do little pulses with the palms. As you do, make sure the belly kind of isn't pumping up and down, so keep pulling the belly button in towards the spine. And if this gets too strong on your neck, just release your head and shoulders. Just going to pulse down. With the hands, it doesn't need to be super big, so just little pulses. If you want to go a little bit deeper, take one shin up and then the other shin up to join it. Good. If you want to go even deeper, extend the legs to the sky. And if you want to go even deeper, start to lower the legs towards the floor, but don't let the back arch off the floor. So keep your back connected the whole time. Pulsing here, we'll go for another 10, 9, 8, good everyone, 7, 6, keep squeezing your inner thighs towards each other. Go 4, and 3, 2, 1. Knees in, head and shoulders release down, just hug the knees in towards the chest, have a little bit of a rock. Beautiful. Bring your hands now to the backs of the knees, and we're going to just rock and roll up and down the spine like a little ball. So start to just rock forwards and rock back, but don't let the feet touch the floor. As you find a moment to just hover and then roll through the spine, rock back towards the shoulders and then up towards the sit bone. You don't need to be super aggressive with it, just keep it really contained, really small. Let the feet just hover. Maybe catch yourself in a bit more of a balance. You can extend, come into a boat, and then roll back. Totally optional. Beautiful. And we'll go 3 more like this. 2. And 1. If you're in boat, hold boat. Maybe take the arms above the head. Squeeze the inner thighs towards each other, holding here. Lots of flappy arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, and back onto your backs. Nice work. Just roll around the legs a little bit, because your hip flexors might be having a horrible time right now. So just release the hips, yeah. Good. And we're going to stay in a tabletop position. We'll leave the core in a minute. Well, not yet. Bring the shins, they're parallel to the floor. Make sure the knees are above the hips. And just watch, because a couple of you have got your shins a bit high, so bring them down just ever so slightly. And then squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. And take the arms just above you. Really soft at the elbows. You're going to take your right arm back. As you do, extend your left leg forward. And then pull it back in towards the center. Left arm back, right leg forward, back into the center. So it's really kind of slow, mindful moving. Just think of that extension right from the left fingertips to the right toes, and then right fingertips to left toes. Back stays connected to the floor the whole time, so try not to arch through the lumbar spine. Keep that gentle imprint of the spine to the earth. Good. Those that would like to take it stronger, just mindful of the lower back. So any pulling in the lower back, just come back to this. If you want to take it stronger, you do both arms and both legs at the same time. Head and shoulders can stay down, so we really relax the upper body. Beautiful. We'll go for 5 more here. 4 even. 3, extend. We've got 2. Final one, holding your dish position if you can, so extending the legs away from you. Maybe lift head and shoulders off the mat, squeeze the inner thighs, hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, beautiful, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Nice. So curve the knees back in towards the chest. Have a little bit of a wiggle, a little bit of a shake. Good. So a little bit of glute activation. So what Pilates tends to do, even though this is a bit of a mishmash, we tend to work on those kind of deeper muscles. So a lot of the movement is smaller, or you can't always feel everything straight away. So you don't have to bring awareness really deep into your body. So ground the soles of the feet to the earth. Make sure the feet and knees are hip width apart. Hands are resting down by your side, and the fingertips should just be able to tickle your ankles. We'll lengthen through the tailbone. So think of the sit bones going towards the heels, and then start to uncurl up through the spine. So peeling one little bone off of the mat at a time. Coming all the way up, find your bridge pose. When you get to the top, engage your glutes and send the inner thighs towards each other. Right. Take a breath in at the top. As you exhale, lower down one little bone at a time. So super, super slow. As you soften all the way down, release the hips. And then again, tilt the tailbone under, roll through the spine. All the way up to the top. Keep the chest bone soft. And exhale, release down, nice and slow. Lengthening the tailbone towards the heels. Do a couple more like this, peeling up. And releasing down. Make sure the glutes stay active so you feel that length through the lower back. Nice, so do 2 more. Final one, we're going to hold it at the top. Push the palms a little bit in towards the floor. Engage the bum, engage your glutes to lift the hips high. Don't let the hips dip. Extend your right leg up towards the sky. Really ground down through that left heel. Keep the hips lifting up higher. And then lower the right leg towards the floor. Keep it straight. And then lift it back up to the sky. Keep engaging through this left glute. Lower the right leg down. Lift it back up. And again, lower it down. Hips stay high. Good, nice, everyone, lift it back up. Couple more times. Really shoot through the right toes. You can lift the hips higher. We'll go for another 3, 2. And then keep your leg up towards the sky if you can. If you need to rest, please do. We're going to lower the hips towards the floor and then push your hips back up. So just into that left leg and lifting back up. Good. Make sure the belly stays nice and engaged. We've fired up the core quite a lot. So keep this super, super active. And then ground down through that left heel to keep the hips lifting up and down. Nice. Lift and lower. Beautiful, everyone. Keep going. You can just see Louisa's toes. Beautiful. We go 3, 2, stay up there, 1, and then lower the right foot to meet the left. Take a breath in and we'll release the hips all the way down towards the floor. Have a bit of a release of the hips, maybe let the knees tick tock from side to side. Sorry, that was my hip. Good, and we have to do the other side. So ground down through the heels again, lengthen the tailbone towards the heels and peel the spine all the way off the floor. Take your time, all the way up to the top. Inner thighs draw towards each other, engage your glutes. This time take your left leg, or whichever leg you didn't do, up towards the sky. Really ground down through that right heel, lift the hips. And then lower the left leg towards the floor, keep it straight. And lift back up. Keep that sense of balance in the hip bone. Good, nice. Hips come up a little bit higher if you can. Keep shooting left toes away from you. Go for another 3, 2, and 1. When you're ready, keep that left leg up towards the sky, ground down to the right heel, lift, and then lower the hip down. And lift it up, and lower. Lift it high so you shoot the toes up towards the sky. Nice, everyone. Stay with the breath. Lifting up, we're going another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it up, place the left foot down, lift the hips high one more time, and then release nice and gentle onto the floor. Let it go. We'll do a little pigeon stretch here. So take your right leg over the left, and like a number 4, figure of 4, and interlace your fingers. So send your right arm through the gap and interlace your fingers around the back of that left thigh. Start to draw the left thigh in towards you and use the right elbow to guide that right knee away. Nice. Flex your right foot, that will protect your knee joint. Nice bit of release for the lower back as well. Okay, release the hands, place the left foot flat to the floor, take the right leg up towards the sky, and then do a few bicycles with that right leg. So you curl the knee in towards the chest, extend it up. And then again, knee towards the chest, push it high. And then we'll place that right foot down to the floor. Take the left leg across the right, interlace the fingers around the back of that right leg this time. Draw the thigh in towards you. Use the left elbow to guide the left thigh away, and then flex your left hip. Keep drawing the right thigh towards you. Keep the tailbone lengthening down. Beautiful. Release the right foot to the floor. Take the left leg up to the sky this time, and then do a few circles with that left leg. So lower the leg towards the floor, curl the knee in towards the chest. Beautiful. Nice, everyone. Good. And then extend both legs in. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Do a few little kind of rocks from side to side, little figures of 8 with it. So we're going to work a little bit into the stabilizing muscles around the hips now and around the glutes. Might be a bit juicy at times. So we're going to roll over onto one side. So I've come onto my left side, whichever works for you. And you can either rest your head on your arm or support your head. But try and think of lifting the waist off of the floor. So you could slide your hand underneath the waist. So you're not just kind of dipping into the hips into the waist. And then your knees are bent, but your feet are in line with your spine. So they're not forwards and they're not back. And then you can place your right hand onto your hip if you like, or bring the hand in front of you for balance. And you're just going to keep your toes together and open your knees out. Make sure you're not swinging back. So actually it's a really small range of motion. Just opening, rotating from the hip, and then closing back. And keep checking this waist. Keep making sure the belly is engaged. Good, nice, everyone. And you're just working it into your own natural turnout, so where your hips will naturally sit. So for most of us, we're not kind of flat that way, that extended sideways, so it won't be as high as we'd like. Good. We can just keep doing this for about an hour. So if you want to take it stronger, you can open and then lift the foot, tap the knees, and then tap the feet and close again. So you open up, tap the knees, lift the foot, connect the toes, and over. Watch this top shoulder hasn't started to roll in. I was doing exactly that. And tap. A few more times. You might be feeling it a little bit, you might not. If you're not, you've got buns of steel. Yeah, nice. We'll go another 3. Another 2. Final 1. Good. And then from there, just extend that right leg away from you. So the top leg is just going to come hip height. And then think of rotating the leg in slightly. So you find this internal rotation of that right leg. Swing it forward and then tap the foot in front of you. Tap the floor even in front of you. And then swing it back. Just to in line with your spine. So you swing it forwards, give it a tap. And then swing it back. Keep that internal rotation the whole time. Good. And swing it forwards, little tap. Can flex or point, totally up to you. Forwards, little tap. Keep going. We'll go another 3. 2. 1. Take that leg back and you're going to push into the right palm and then bring the left hand down. You can lower the right foot if you need to. So seamless, really. Come onto that left shin. And the left shoulder is directly over the left wrist. Take the right arm up to the sky and lift your leg so it's hip height again. So it's the same, just a little bit deeper. So you swing that leg forward, you're going to tap the foot to the floor and then lift it up and extend. Good. And tap and lift. Extend. Remember, it doesn't go past your back, so keep it in line with the back so you're not arching into the lower back. Good. And lift. Keep going. If you can, make sure you're not sinking into the left side to keep lifted, keep elevated here. Nice, everyone. We'll go 3. And we'll go 2. 1, keep it at the front, tap and lift at the front. Just 10 here. 9. 8, keep reaching up. 7. And 6. 5. 4. Stay with it. 3 more. 2. 1. Good. Send that leg back. And then push into the left hand. Come all the way up to kneeling. Nice, everyone. Take the right hand down the right leg. Let the left arm reach over. Little stretch. And we'll carry it all the way back. Place the hands onto the floor. Take the right arm over. And again, carry it back. Right hand down the right leg. Left arm up. And all the way, left hand down, right arm over. Good, just moving really lightly, side to side, right hand glides down, left arm up. One more time. And then the left hand finds the floor, take the right arm up, hover the right leg again, and then bend that knee, try and catch hold of the right foot with the right hand. So you can either squeeze the heel towards the bum or kick back slightly, so depending if you want more of a quad stretch or more of a hip stretch. Stay really strong in the left arm. Nice. And then release, extend, or bring the right hand down, the right knee down, and just have a bit of a move around here. Good, we're going to do all of that on the other side, so you can swing around. I'm going to swing around. Never feels good. I'll go before the time. Beautiful. So again, you're either resting on your hand or having the head rest on your arm, but make sure that this stays engaged so the right waist stays off the floor. Feet in line with the hips. No, feet in line with the spine. And then we'll open and close again. So you're going to find that this side might fatigue a bit quicker. Just because we've already worked a little bit into this side, supporting the other side. Nice. Again, checking you're not rolling forwards, keep everything open. Beautiful. And then if you want to, you can just add, let's call this dancing clam. I don't think that's the actual name. So toes, connect the knees, connect the toes, and good, nice. And we'll go another 4 here. Another 3. 2. Final 1. Nice, everyone. Lower down. Extend that right leg, left leg away from you. Left leg. Swing it forwards. Tap the foot in front, and then take it back. So remember, find that internal rotation slightly. If you have it, I have like no internal rotation. So it's really hard. Tap the toes and extend. Don't go into your lower back. So you can keep checking. You haven't started to arch through the back or let the rib cage move open. Good. Relax your left shoulder, top shoulder, most of you. Nice. Swing it forward, zero tap. And we'll go another 3, 2, and 1. Keep that leg back. Can place it on the floor. We're going to lift up onto the right side this time. Draw the right shin onto the floor. Make sure the right hip is over the knee. And then right shoulder over the right wrist. Take the left arm up. And over the head, reaching that left leg away from you. Sweep it forwards again, little tap. And take it back. So really strong in the core to support your back. Help you find a bit more stability. Nice. Few more times, lift out that right shoulder, little tap, little lift. We'll go another 3, 2, and 1. Keep the leg there, tap and lift, just 10. 9, keep it high, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Carry that leg back, place the foot down, and gently push into the right palm as you come all the way up to the top. So once again, gliding down that left arm, take the left leg, take the right arm over. I do know my limbs, I promise. And take the right arm back, left arm over. Good. Just moving, really light, side to side, left arm down the left leg. And again. Beautiful. And then bring everything back to the mat. So squaring off the shoulders, squaring off the hips. Have a bit of a move about again. Actually, let's do this. So on your hands and knees, just send the hips back towards the heels. And then roll up through the spine and push the shins into the floor. Take the arms up so you're all the way up to kneeling. And then soften the hips back down, reach the hands forward. We're going to ripple all the way onto our bellies. Hands underneath the shoulders, peel up into a really small cobra, so keep the elbows soft in towards the ribcage. And then release back down again. Push hips back to heels. Lift the arms up towards the sky, breathe in. Hips soften back down, reach the hands forward. Ripple it through into a little cobra as you breathe in. Exhale, release. Couple more times, hips back to heel. All the way up, take the arms to the sky, lift the heart. Exhale as you soften, take the hands forward. Ripple all the way onto your belly, peeling up, little cobra. Releasing back down, push hips back to heels. And then this time we're gonna come forwards and tuck the toes and come into a downward facing dog. Just walk out your dog, so have the palms flat to the floor and just lift one heel, lift the other. Spread the fingers, draw up on the inner arm bones. Bring your gaze forwards. We'll draw the right shin towards the front of your mat and come into a pigeon pose. So you want your right knee towards the right wrist and then drawing your right foot forwards as much as you can. Tuck the back toes and just lift slightly so you're kind of settling into your stretch and not just rotating from the knee. Release the back foot and then lift the heart. You can stay here if it's there for you, start to just fold over that right now. Few breaths here just to release the glutes a little bit. Good. And then slowly come up. We're just going to soften over towards the right side and the back leg is going to swing all the way around. So you're going to bring your left leg so it comes over to the outside of your right thigh or whichever leg you have in front. Make sure both sit bones are down onto the floor and then take your left hand behind, reach your right arm up and just hold on to that left thigh as you hug it in towards the center. If you want to, you can take the elbow to the outside. Think of the ribcage lifting up away from the hips, and then find a really gentle rotation from the core. Good, to come out, counter twist to the other side, and then take that top leg all the way back and push through the palms to come back into downward facing dog. Here, bring your gaze forwards, this time left shin to the front. So make sure left knee is towards the left wrist, nudging that foot forwards as much as your hips will allow, and then tuck the toes, do a few little lifts up and down just to settle into the posture. Make sure you're not kind of feeling any pinching in that left knee. If you are, you can do the same, stretch on your back again. And then lift the chest, breathe in, and when you're ready, just fold over the leg. Very gently coming up. Again, sink the hips a little bit to the left side to swing that right leg all the way around and place the foot to the outside of your left leg, left thigh. Draw the left heel back slightly, take the right hand behind and left arm moves up. And then just hug that thigh or take that elbow to the outside. Beautiful, very gently release. And this time we're going to extend both legs out into a straddle through. So just shifting the hips forwards. And if you need to, if the lower back is super tight, then you can just elevate the hips a little bit. Keep the inner thighs rolling out, so knees are pointing up towards the sky. And then when you're ready, take the arms nice and wide. We'll swing the left arm under, right arm goes over the top. And then back to the center, take the right arm under, left arm over. So really light from side to side, keep both sit bones connected to the floor the whole time to resist this kind of rolling in. And feel a nice extension through the side of the body. Good. Nice. One more time on each side. And then we'll come back to the center, take both arms up towards the sky, lift up, and then try and fall forwards as slow as you can without using your hand. Slow, 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 slow. And then release down whenever you feel ready. Just let the body soften here for a few breaths. And gently come back up nice and slow. Beautiful. Bring the hands underneath the thighs, draw the knees together. And then just have the legs in front of you, give them a little shake. And roll the knees in and out. Good, just cross the legs, come to a nice seated position and just feel the sit bones connect to the floor, root down, and we'll take the arms nice and wide, breathing in, interlace the fingers, push the palms up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, just circle the wrists as you soften down. Think of the crown of the head lifting up as you extend down. One more time, reaching the arms up towards the sky, interlace the fingers, push the palms high. And exhale, just circle the wrists as you release down. Roll chin to chest, let everything go, let the shoulders roll. Nice, and we are done. Well done, everybody. Thank you for having me. Well done, well done. Nice work. I need to plug my mic as I can't hear anyone talk.
Oh, brilliant, Jude. That was absolutely amazing. I'm a lot sweatier now finishing than I was starting. Yes. Yeah, no one wants to come and stand next to me. Well done, everybody. How was that? Was that all okay? I hope so. Give me a thumbs up. I don't know about you, but my backside is hurting now. Although I suspect that you've all got stronger backsides than I do. Oh, brilliant. Should we, do you want to unmute yourselves? It's always rubbish when you do a round of applause and no one can hear. So everyone unmute, and then we'll go. Thank you, Jude.
Thank you, Jude.
Brilliant, 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 brilliant. Oh, well done, everybody. Well done. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That marks the final episode of our Lockdown 2 portfolio of wonderfulness. I hope that you enjoyed that. I know that I did. Obviously, we reopen on Wednesday. Woohoo! Although I understand that there are a couple of restrictions. Boo. I know. But certainly for the majority of people, we will be reopening on Wednesday. So we're very, very much looking forward to seeing everybody. Brilliant. Thank you for joining us. Jude, thank you once again, my lovely. Top banana. Well done. Bye-bye, everybody. See you again soon.
Thank you.